Hey everyone, life's messy, isn't it? It's packed with challenges, business throws curveballs, people bring drama, and problems seem to pop up everywhere. But here's a question. Does staring at a locked door make it swing open? Nope. The world doesn't cheer for those who just point out what's wrong. It celebrates the ones who roll up their sleeves, build a door, and step through it. Most folks freeze when things get tough. They grumble, they vent, they wait for a miracle. But the people who succeed, they move. They think fast, take action, and instead of dwelling on what's broken, they figure out how to fix it. Here's a truth bomb. Every problem you face is just an opportunity dressed in dirty work clothes. It's rough, it's awkward, but if you look closely, it's a lesson waiting to be learned, a chance to grow, a step towards something better. While others cry, this can't be done, solution-driven people say, let's break it down. When panic sets in, they pause and strategize. Where others see a mess, they find clarity. That's how you build success. Not by dodging problems, but by mastering the art of solving them. Stop wasting energy rehashing what's wrong. Pour that energy into finding what could go right. Want to transform your life? Change how you tackle obstacles. Be the person who steps into a storm and says, I've got this. Here's the deal. Problems are guaranteed. They don't RSVP or wait for a convenient moment. Whether it's your business, your relationships, your health, or your dreams, challenges are part of the ride. But while problems show up uninvited, your response is entirely up to you. You can't always control what hits you, but you can control what you do next. That choice is what separates those who stay stuck from those who push forward. Think about the people you admire. They didn't succeed because life handed them a golden ticket. They won because when a problem showed up, they didn't whine, blame, or quit. They found a way forward. A problem is just a signal. It's telling you something's not working. Too many people get stuck describing the issue in excruciating detail. The market's dead, my team's slacking, I don't have enough help. They become experts in what's wrong instead of experts in making it right. The real magic happens when you shift your focus from the problem to the possibilities it reveals. Imagine you're running a startup and a big client bails. That stings. You could wallow in frustration, or you could ask, what's the lesson here? What needs to change? How do we come back stronger? One mindset drags you down, the other sparks reinvention. One keeps you stuck in yesterday, the other propels you toward tomorrow. Problems don't care about your title, your experience, or your IQ. They hit everyone. The difference lies in how you respond. Emotional people react, solution-focused people reflect. Stop hunting for someone to blame and start hunting for the next step. In business, a failed product isn't the end, it's feedback. If customers stop buying, don't freak out, listen. Figure out what they need, tweak your approach, rebuild, and come back better. Some of the world's best ideas were born in the ashes of failure. When something breaks, it's not a dead end, it's a chance to transform. Even if you didn't cause the problem, it's still your responsibility. Own it, and you take back control. Stop feeling like a victim and start shaping the outcome. Solutions begin when you decide to stop looking back and start thinking forward. You might not have all the answers yet, but committing to find them is half the battle. When you believe there's always a way, your mind starts finding one. That's how entrepreneurs build empires and ordinary people overcome insane odds. It's not luck, it's mindset. It's easy to let problems define you when they feel overwhelming, but problems don't shape who you are, you shape them. When you take charge of your situation, you gain the power to change it. Life becomes a series of choices. Give up or grow, fear or courage, problem-obsessed or solution-driven. The problem will always be there. The real question is, will you let it trap you, or will you find a way to fix it? Your mind is like an engine. What you focus on grows, and what you ignore fades. Feed your attention to problems, and you'll breed stress, fear, and negativity. Shift it to solutions, and you'll spark action, creativity, and progress. Focus is like currency. You spend it every day on worries, tasks, or thoughts. But unlike money, you can't get back the time or energy you waste on the wrong things. That's why where you aim your focus matters. Obsess over what's failing, and you'll burn out before you even start. Think about how to improve. What's next, and you'll feel a fire light up inside you. That's your energy aligning with purpose. Athletes know this. If they dwell on their pain, they crash. But if they lock their eyes on the finish line, their energy surges even when their body's screaming. Business, relationships, life, it's all the same. Where you point your attention determines where your strength goes. In leadership, this is critical. If a leader fixates on what's wrong, the team's morale tanks. But when they highlight what's possible, progress starts to feel real. Innovation doesn't come from obsessing over limits. It comes from chasing possibilities. The average mind sees a wall. The focused mind sees a door waiting to be built. Every problem is a signal, not a stop sign. It's pointing to something you've overlooked, something ready to grow. A failing business shows you what the market really wants. A bad grade tells you where to study harder. A missed deadline reveals where communication needs work. These aren't just setbacks, they're spotlights, shining on areas begging for growth. Pressure from problems forces you to respond. Ignore it and you stall. Engage with it and you unlock insights that lead to breakthroughs. Problems aren't here to break you, they're here to teach you. Your mindset is the engine of momentum. Before anything changes on the outside, it has to shift on the inside. How you see challenges, whether as roadblocks or stepping stones, shapes whether you hesitate or charge forward. A setback can be failure or feedback, depending on your lens. One stops you, the other fuels you. Momentum isn't about one big leap, it's about consistent steps driven by a mind that refuses to quit. When you see problems as puzzles and failures as lessons, you keep moving, even when the path is foggy. Leadership shines brightest in the storm. Anyone can steer when things are smooth, but real leaders show up when chaos hits. They don't freeze, they fix. Average leaders wait for someone else to figure it out. Great leaders take ownership, ask tough questions, and hunt for answers. Freezing spreads panic. Fixing builds trust. It's not about having every solution up front. It's about being willing to find them. When a product flops or a deal falls apart, great leaders don't point fingers. They dig into the why, rally their team, and build something stronger. They turn setbacks into setups for comebacks. In the end, focusing on solutions isn't just a mindset, it's your ticket to winning in life, business, and leadership. Problems are universal, but how you handle them defines you. Instead of getting lost in what's wrong, channel your energy into what's next. Every challenge hides an opportunity. It shows your weaknesses, but also your potential to grow. By focusing on solutions, you think sharper, act bolder, and lead stronger even when the pressure's on. Success isn't about dodging problems. It's about facing them with grit, vision, and relentless drive. When you ask, how can I solve this? Instead of, why is this happening? You take the wheel. Your focus becomes your strength, and your solutions become your story. Thank you.